You're listening to the audio production of Now You Can Stop Running, Finding the Rest Your Soul Desperately Needs by Terry Crist. Published by Zondervan and read by the author. Forward and afterward read by Mark Smeby. To my firstborn grandson, Asher Phoenix Crist, may you never feel the need to run, but always rest in the unshakable truth that you are unconditionally loved by the one who provides true and lasting refuge. You are his, and that is enough.
Forward by Chris Hodges. For years, I was running at a pace I thought was sustainable, until my body forced me to stop. Like many leaders, I had mistaken movement for progress and had to learn that strength isn't in striving, but in knowing when to stop running. The wake-up call came during a ministry trip to Australia, where I was teaching and preaching almost nonstop. I hadn't built in time to recover from the 15-hour flight, so I propped myself up with caffeine and pushed through the exhaustion. On top of the relentless pace, I was still grieving the recent loss of my father, and our church had just celebrated 10 years, a milestone marked by God's faithfulness and the hard work of so many. I was thoroughly enjoying my life, yet, looking back, I now see that it was too full. God kept surprising me, and I had accomplished far more than I'd ever expected. Every part of my life was devoted to knowing Him, serving Him, and helping others experience Jesus' love. I was faithful in obedience, except in one unintended way: resting. And apparently, because I was overlooking the need for rest, it took a major crash to get my attention. That crash came on the side of the road in Australia when I thought I was having a heart attack. My pulse raced higher and higher. I couldn't catch my breath, and my chest felt like it was caught in a vice. Forced to rest until I stabilized enough to return stateside, I didn't learn the cause until my doctor ran a battery of tests back home. It wasn't my heart. It was my nervous system. I had hit a breaking point, the culmination of running too hard for too long. My body could no longer function at the level of intensity that had become my default. I had to learn to rest. You can outrun your past for only so long before exhaustion catches up with you. The harder you push, the farther you drift from the refuge your soul is desperate to find. Looking back, I see that I wasn't just physically depleted, I was spiritually running on empty. That's why I love this book by my friend Terry Crist. Now You Can Stop Running is the book I needed long before my panic attack down under. With wisdom and compassion, Terry offers permission to change the way we view rest and instruction on how to incorporate it as an essential faith practice. He draws on his own seasons of busyness and self-reliance to show us how to walk by faith and experience soul rest in God. In sharp contrast to our culture of constant activity, Terry makes it clear that the only way he has grown in his faith is by learning to surrender more and to strive less. Delving into God's Word with fresh insight, Terry reveals that the permission to rest we often withhold from ourselves has been not only given by God, but wired into how He made us. Our Creator designed us to be still and know that I am God. Psalm 46, verse 10. And rested on the seventh day to set an example for us. Genesis chapter 2, verses 2 through 3. Sabbath rest requires us to stop our striving in order to refresh our minds and bodies and to renew our spirits in Him. Jesus not only invites us to the same kind of soul rest, but reminds us of its necessity. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Matthew chapter 11, verse 28. When we follow His example and rely on His Spirit as the source for our lives, we discover we don't have to strive.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?